Hey everyone, welcome to my channel Dia Vlogs. I hope you are all doing fantastic and a very happy new year to you all. I know, this video is a bit delayed, but I have been looking forward to share my Accenture interview experience with you. I'm beyond excited to help you prepare with tips, tricks and my personal insights. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back and let's dive into everything you need to know to ace your interview. First things first, don't be nervous. Reaching the final stage of the interview process is already a huge accomplishment. Take a moment to feel proud of yourself. This is your chance to shine. Remember to smile. It creates a positive impression and boosts your confidence. Keep calm and maintain eye contact. Here is a small yet powerful tip. Make sure you have got your basics sorted. That is, check your power supply and network connections to avoid interruptions. Use a headset which don't have a Bluetooth option for clear communication, and then the Bluetooth option is not allowed, so USB connected wired headset are allowed, so use those headset. These might seem like small details, but trust me, they make a big difference in creating a smooth and professional experience. Now let's talk about questions. What are the questions asked to me in Accenture interviews? We'll see one by one. So one of the most requested topics was how to handle the introduction question. Trust me, this question is your golden opportunity to impress the interviewer and set a positive tone for the rest of the interview. How to introduce yourself. Structure your intro like this. Start with a brief background, mention your education and key milestones in your journey, and then highlight your professional experience or internships, and then the project and key skills of yours. What are the best skills you possess? Those things can be mentioned in this interview, and the interview will ask questions from those details only. For example, in my introduction, I made sure to mention my internships and the skills I gained from them. I also hinted at my strength, which encouraged the interviewers to ask more questions about those areas. This way, you can steer the conversation towards your strong points. Keep your intro concise, aim for under 5 minutes, and show genuine enthusiasm about the opportunity. Another common question I faced was about my internships. For instance, I was asked, what were your responsibilities during your internship at ONGC? I explained my role, what I contributed, and what I learned. If you have done multiple internships, be ready to discuss the most significant one listed on your resume. Regarding project related questions, next they asked me about my final year project. Can you explain your final year project? For this, I gave a detailed explanation of my project, focusing on my contributions. I also shared what are the challenges I faced and how I overcame them. They followed up with, what was the feedback from your professor? I took this opportunity to highlight my achievements. I mentioned that my work was highly appreciated by my professor and that I even published a paper on it, which won an award at an international conference. So the pro tip here is that whenever you get a chance, confidently talk about your achievements. Use these moments to leave a lasting impression. Another interesting question was, what do you prefer, individual or group projects? Here's what I said. I believe both have their own merits. In individual projects, I enjoy the freedom to work independently and explore my ideas thoroughly. Being self-motivated person, it helped me complete my task efficiently. So on the other hand, I also love group projects because they bring diverse perspectives. When different opinions come together, new ideas bloom, which inspire and motivate the entire team. I'm a social person and enjoy collaborating with my colleagues to ensure everyone gives their best. For example, in my final year, I worked on both group and individual projects and had a great experience with both. So, guys, this balanced answer shows your adaptability and teamwork skills, which interviewers value highly. My next question was, what is your notice period at your current company? Are you ready to join here? Since I was in probation period in my previous company, I mentioned that I could join immediately, which was a plus. If you're in a similar situation, highlight your flexibility. So never say no to this question. I know you guys are curious about what this question might be. So let's get into it. Are you comfortable relocating to locations like Gurgaon or Kolkata? The interviewer knew that I'm from Southside. So he was asking this considering a distance between these locations. So always say yes and emphasize your adaptability. Based on discussion with my colleagues, 98% of the time candidates are assigned one of their top 3 preferences. So don't stress about this question. Another question I was asked was, you mentioned SAP and .NET. Do you have theoretical knowledge or hands-on experience? So since I mentioned these both in my skills list in my resume, they asked this question. For this type of question, honesty is the key. If you have hands-on experience, explain your projects or tasks. If not, talk about your theoretical knowledge and express your eagerness to gain practical exposure. So, for example, I mentioned that I had theoretical knowledge in SAP and .NET and was eager to apply this knowledge in real-world projects. Now comes the final question. Do you have any questions for me? When they ask this question, don't miss the opportunity. Asking thoughtful questions shows your genuine interest in the company and eagerness to learn. Here is what I asked. Could you please share feedback on my interview? This shows you're keen on improving yourself. The other question you can ask goes like, what growth opportunities can I expect at Accenture? This type of question demonstrates your long-term interest in the organization. From my experience, one key skill to impress your interviewer is that communication skill. As a fresher, interviewers don't expect you to have extensive professional experience. What they do look for is your ability to confidently convey your work skills and knowledge. Whether you are talking about your internship, projects, or academic achievements, the interviewer wants to see if you can explain them clearly. If you can make complex ideas sound simple and understandable, it shows your confidence and grasp of the subject. This is what they expect. So don't worry about it. Talking about must-have documents, even though it was a virtual interview, my interviewer unexpectedly asked to see my government ID proof at the very beginning of the interview to confirm that it was indeed me attending. So this caught me off guard and made me nervous right from the start. However, I managed it somehow and calmed myself down before proceeding with the interview. So learn from my experience. Always keep your Aadhaar or PAN or voter ID ready and within reach even for virtual interviews. Being prepared with your documents ensures you can start the interview confidently and stay composed, which avoids unnecessary stress at such a critical moment. It reflects your professionalism and preparedness, leaving a positive impression on the interviewer. Okay, for summary and tips, here is a quick summary of the most of the important points I have learned from my experience. Be confident. Confidence is the foundation of a great impression. Smile, stay positive, and trust your preparation. Prepare thoroughly. Most interview questions revolve around your resume, so know it inside and out, especially the sections on internships, projects, and technical skills. Practice communication. Expressing your ideas clearly and confidently is crucial, particularly as a fresher. Be flexible. If asked about relocation, highlight your adaptability. Carry ID proof. Even for virtual interviews, ensure you got your government ID ready and it is within reach. And that's a wrap on today's video. As promised, my upcoming videos will be how I cleared primers and became eligible for a 10k bonus. This will be out soon. This was the most voted topic in the community post, so stay tuned for that. I hope my detailed experience and tips help you to feel more confident and prepared for your Accenture interview. If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Your support means the world to me and motivates me to keep creating more such content. If you have any questions or topics you had like me to cover, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching and best of luck with your interviews. You have got this. Keep going and keep growing.